Your thank you page on your Shopify store should not just be a receipt for your customers. It is a way that you can actually get a higher average order value. So stick around to the end of the video because we are going to go over today some mistakes that you are making on your thank you page. And make sure that you check out number 6 because it is my personal favorite. Your thank you page is one of the most important pages on your website, and it's so overlooked because people think that the customers already purchased an item, but no, you can optimize it fully. So here today we're going to go over some mistakes that people make and some things that you can do to actually improve your thank you page. Number 1, post-purchase offers. If your thank you page does not have a single offer after a customer has bought a product, then you're doing something wrong because you're missing out on key revenue right there. You need to get on that right now. If you don't have that on your store, you need to add it because you're missing out on a ton of revenue, a ton of more opportunities to get your customers paying you more money essentially. So you need to get on that and research some of the best upsell tools out there. We at ReConvert actually own one, so we'll go over that later on in the video, but you should do your research and basically see what ones are good and what ones are bad. You should do your research and actually analyze which tool is perfect for your solution and product that you're offering. Obviously, there are many different things that you can offer, and we actually go over in another video what type of upsells are the best and the strategies for that. So check out that video or leave a link down in the description. But just to touch on ReConvert, you can offer things such as bundles, product recommendations. You can offer so many different types of things on your thank you page that are going to get customers buying more products and increasing your average order value, because if you can do that, you're on your long way to seeing success. The second mistake that people make on their thank you page is overloading the customer with too much information. So what do I mean by this? I mean you just have so much stuff on the web page that is just not easy to understand, and it takes away the single point of call to action that you need to add to your thank you page. Now that could be an upsell like I mentioned in the first point, or it could literally just be a survey. So you've got to decide what your next call to action might be. You can thank them for purchasing the product, but obviously you want to lead them on to something else, whether that be an email list, which they should already be added to, so you don't need to do that, or you can simply do a survey to ask them how simple it was to purchase this product. Or a better way is to actually add upsells to your thank you page, because you can actually get more money that way, which is one of the main reasons why you're actually selling your product on your store. And obviously everyone wants to increase that average customer order value, so that's what you want to keep in mind as well. So what I would say is you want to keep your landing page clear with a single call to action and keep it concise. If you don't have it concise, then customers won't know what to do and they most likely won't actually take an offer that you have on there. The third mistake that you're making is that there is no personalization on the thank you page. So basically you want to add a simple thing such as their first name, you want to add their order details, you want to add all these sorts of things, and obviously Shopify can do that for you already done, but you want to add as much personalization as possible to it. And what do I mean by personalization? I don't just mean first name. You can actually add more details than that. Obviously, because they're getting recommended products that's actually suitable for them, because the product they just bought, those products that they're getting recommended are similar to that product, they're going to be heard and they're going to feel like they've been heard, and they could potentially give you more money, and they are going to purchase that product if they see a good fit. The fourth mistake you're making on your thank you page is optimizing the mobile design, because so many different stores out there, even on Shopify, some people mess up the thank you page and they're not checking it, and obviously customers just see the thank you message and that's it. But you need to optimize it fully. You need to make sure it's responsive and it's UI friendly. So make sure you check out your thank you page after watching this video and basically see if it is good enough. If you're starting your first store, you can just use the Shopify design templates, but obviously if you are experienced with Shopify, then you should already have mobile responsive designs. That is a must because most customers are purchasing on mobile. The fifth mistake that you're making is that you're skipping customer feedback opportunities. Now, what do I mean by this? What I touched on before is that you can add a survey to your thank you page. Obviously, ideally you want customers to purchase more things by adding those upsells, but you can actually add surveys as well to your thank you page. Even a simple rating system between 0 to 5, a star rating system where someone can actually select 5 stars for your checkout process, and that can actually give you feedback on how easy it was for them to purchase, and you'll know from there that the customer enjoyed their experience. The sixth mistake that you're making is not having a loyalty program. What do I mean by a loyalty program? program, I mean a simple way that someone can find out about rewards for purchasing more products or having discounts for your products as well. So what you can do is you can make sure that you integrate the loyalty program to show up on the thank you page so people can see how many points they've earned from purchasing this product, and that can entice them to purchase more products. And those upsells are going to get bought even more if they can see that they will purchase this product again and they'll get X amount of points, because someone is going to want to build that up and people see it as a game. So that's what customers see it as. You want to put yourself in the customer's point of view. They are going to do that, especially if your products are something that people purchase over and over again. So keep that in mind as well. The 7th mistake that you're making is that there are no incentives for referrals. You want to make it as easy as possible for you to refer that you just purchased this product, and you want to make it obvious that they can send that link to their friends for them to purchase a product, and then they get a referral fee for doing that. If you add those things in, people are 10 times likely to refer your product and your solution because they can make money off it. And everyone loves money, everyone loves making money, even someone who's just purchased something, especially because they've just given their money away. So obviously, if they can make some money back by giving their link to a friend who will buy as well, and then vice versa, and they'll keep doing that, and that is going to be a great way that you can actually get more orders coming in. Even nowadays, in 2025 and beyond, you can get more customers through word of mouth so easily, because if you have a proper referral and loyalty program in place, then you're going to have these customers flooding in over time, and in the long run, you're going to reap the rewards. The 8th mistake that you're making on your thank you page is that there is no follow-up or call to action. If you don't have any of those, then you're missing out. If it literally is a simple thank you on your thank you page, then you're missing out. You want to add at least something that is going to engage the customer even further. So things you can add are newsletter sign-ups, you can add obviously the referral program, you can add all these different sorts of things, and you don't want just completely nothing on your thank you page. If you have an app for your product, you can add the app download, or you can add the social media icons as well, so they can actually just follow your accounts. The 9th mistake that you're making on your thank you page is that it's an unattractive and unresponsive design, and that can be on the website or on the mobile as well, because obviously if it's going to be some complex design, even on some massive companies' websites, they make it so difficult for people to actually purchase more products, and I don't understand it at all. If you go on some big companies' websites, then you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to name any names, but you'll be surprised how difficult some companies make it for their own customers to purchase more products after they've already purchased something. So make sure that it is simple, and the design helps massively, so make sure it's attractive and it actually is appealing to the eye initially, because if it's not, then it's not going to work. And as I mentioned, so many different companies out there adding cool designs, yeah, but is it going to convert well? No. And you should be focusing on what's going to convert well, not what looks good, because at the end of the day, what looks good doesn't convert, and you're in the business to make money, so that is what you should be focusing on. The 10th reason that your thank you page stinks is that there's no urgency on the upsell page. So if there's no time bound offers, there's no countdown timer for someone to purchase something on the thank you page, then there's no reason why they're going to do it. So you want to add urgency. You want to show that they have to pick this bundle or product as soon as possible, otherwise they're not going to get given this offer again, which is obviously not necessarily true, but to the customer they need to see that. Otherwise they're not going to make a decision quickly and they're not going to purchase the product. So make sure that you add that as well. You can add countdown timers as a plugin on Shopify, and ReConvert offer this as well. The 11th mistake that you're making on your thank you page is that you do not show any customer reviews. Yes, even if the customer's already purchased their product on the thank you page, you want to reassure them by adding the customer reviews, because if you don't, then they may not think that their purchase has been warranted and they actually are happy about it, and they won't purchase another product on the thank you page in your upsell if you don't potentially have this. So make sure that you add it to your thank you page. Again, it's a plugin that you can add to your Shopify store. It's a simple thing that you can add on, and it encourages them to review the product as well. So please add it to your store, because you're missing out on potential revenue. The 12th mistake that you're making on your thank you page is that there is no social media integration. If you don't display any of your socials on your thank you page, if you don't just at least integrate it, just the icons small on the page somewhere, then you're missing out, because customers can actually find you and follow you, and those are going to be your best hardcore fans. And obviously these sorts of people are going to be the people who are going to support you the most, and future customers are going to search up your brand and see you have no followers if you don't promote it. And that is essentially what people do nowadays. Most people are going to search your brand online, and if there's nothing about it online, then they're not going to purchase. The 13th mistake that you're making on your thank you page is that you are ignoring analytics. If you are ignoring the analytics, then you're missing out because you don't know what's working and you don't know what isn't working. So you want to test out everything, test out clicks, test out how long someone stays on your thank you page. You want to test it all out. Obviously, you can add Google Analytics, you can add the Facebook pixel, you can add all these sorts of things, and ReConvert itself, the upsell tool that we're going to go over in a second, actually has the capability to track about upsells and how many people have actually viewed it, how many people have scrolled through the product recommendations widget that you can add to your store as well. So we'll go over that in a second. So before we get into that, here is a bonus tip that you can actually do for your store. You can turn it into a storytelling, emotional connection that will make someone feel like it's an actual brand that they've purchased from. Because if you don't add that, they're going to feel like it's just another dropshipping store out there and there's no real connection for them to have to your store. So that's a bonus tip right there, but check out ReConvert down below in the description. You can add all these different upsells to your store. You can add the product bundles, product recommendations on your thank you page and other pages as well, pre-purchase. So make sure that you add that because I can't stress to you enough how much money you're losing by not adding this to your store. So check it out down in the description. There's a free trial right there for you to test it out and add it to your store and see how many more conversions you get after someone's already purchased or before even. So check that out. And if you want to find out how you can actually make money through ReConvert even more, then check out this video over here and we'll see you there.